Hello guys, let's ink a shirt. Let's put our Club Couture transfer from March on a shirt. Here I have my ink mat. I'm going to go ahead and place that inside my shirt. Here's a shirt I'm going to ink on so that it will protect my shirt from the ink running through. It's sticky and it's going to work perfect. Let's go ahead and put this in here. I'm just going to lay out my shirt. Place it in the middle. Now this is sticky, so I'm going to fold it in half and try to place it right in the middle. That was my heat press heating up. Ink is a permanent solution for creating shirts and anything that has to do with fabric. If you want it to be permanent, you're going to want to use ink. It's still made out of chalk, but it just adheres better. It kind of melts into the fabric. Okay, I'm going to place this right inside my shirt, and I'm going to get all these little wrinkles out. I don't want it to be wrinkly. And that looks pretty good. I want to make sure it's kind of straight. Looks like it's off to the side a little bit. Straighten this guy up. So this is probably the toughest part of creating a shirt, is making sure it's even. Making sure it's equal on both sides. It's straight. At least it is for me. Okay. Get these wrinkles out again, smooth them out. Okay, have I shown you what our transfer looks like? Let me show you. Here it is. Here is our cute March transfer of the month for the Club Couture subscription. The subscription is $21.95 a month. It's delivered to your door every month. It contains a 8.5 by 11 inch transfer, 3 coordinating paste packets or ink packets, and some kind of accessory. This month it was our bunny bag, which I just inked, and it's adorable. Sometimes it's a sign or a surface or a piece of plastic, but there's so many things. You're not limited to what they send you. You can do so many other things. So we're gonna do our second project with this, and I think I'm just gonna put the bunny on, just the bunny this time. So I may have to use some placement tape. Let me see, where's center? To block off some sections of this. Okay, it looks centered, but it's not straight. Okay, that looks pretty straight. Now, I have placement tape, but you can use masking tape or anything else to block off some of this. Can you guys see this okay? Let me see if I can move this back. Timber! Okay, so here's my placement tape. I'm just going to use it to block off little design silk screen so that I don't cover it, like part of the border. I want to cover that up so that I don't ink that. So right around the ears, I'm going to do that. It's just to kind of keep it a little cleaner. Around the ears here. Can you guys see how I'm blocking that off? It's just that the other parts of the design are pretty close to the areas that I want to ink, and it'll help me keep everything within the lines. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I just blocked off those areas at the top, so I just get the bunny. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down again. And our Club Couture this month came with 3 different colors of ink. It came with vanilla, it came with storm, and a ocean mist, which is kind of a bluish green. But I didn't end up using it for the bunny bag, so I'm going to use my white that I did not use, so that I don't waste it, because once you take it out of the packet that they come in, you can't put them back in. So here I've got my vanilla, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my bunny all one color. Here we go. We're just going to start. You just need a light hand for this. You don't need any pressure really. It just goes on really smooth and easy. And I'm just chalking over that tape because it's blocking what I need it to block. Just gonna go over this. And I might do this little square that says established 1921. I think this color should show up pretty good on this lavender shirt. Also, I think the storm would have been pretty as well. Just make sure you have everything covered. Good application of this. Now, once this is heat set, which we're going to do with our heat press over here, it is permanent and you can wash it in the washer without fear that it's going to wash out. I'm just kind of smoothing out the lines, taking off anything extra. Whatever I don't use of this, once it's out of the paste packet, I'm going to have to throw away because I can't get it back in. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this aside. And I'm going to dry this. I want to make sure I don't have any ink on my hands, which I do. I'm going to dry this just a second because you really don't want to dry this with the ink mat underneath because it'll melt. So I'm just going to dry this just a second. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. I'm just going to lift. I'm going to lift from the bottom because I have tape on the top. Just going to lift this up. And I'm just going to assess as I go to make sure I have good coverage. And I do. I have great coverage. Now, if I would have missed a spot, I could have gone right back over it and inked on it again. I'm going to lay this right here just so I can clean it. I'm going to dry this some more. I'm going to take my ink mat out very carefully because it's going to have ink on the ink mat. So you don't want to get that all over. But it does prevent it from going through. So I'm going to remove the ink mat and I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to clean it with a Clorox wipe in just a minute, but I want to finish drying this before I smear it. So I'm going to dry it completely. This is going to be a very quick project. You're going to be amazed. If you're used to using Cricut, where you have to cut everything out and knead everything and then do the multiple layers and heat press in between, you're going to be so pleasantly surprised at how this turns out. And my inks have been drying really fast today. I don't know why, but usually I would put them aside for overnight, just let them air dry, and then heat press them tomorrow, the next day. But today they're drying great. Okay, so I think it's completely dry. I'm going to go ahead and get out a heat-resistant mat. I'm going to put it in between. You can just put it underneath. I'm going to put it in between. I've got my heat press warmed up to 305 degrees, and I'm going to heat press for about 30 seconds. I'm going to add my parchment paper. I'm going to lay that over the top. If I knew where it was. I just had, here it is. So just a piece of parchment paper. You can reuse it if it hasn't gotten any ink marks on it. So I'm just going to lay that on top. And for about 30 seconds, I'm going to start my timer. I'm just going to go ahead and move this over the surface of our design. See how quick this is, guys? It's going to be amazing. No embellishment. I'm just going to put a cute little bunny on here. It says it's got about 18 seconds left. When that's done, I'm going to flip it over and do the other side for about 30 seconds. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take off my parchment paper. It looks amazing. Take this out, flip it over, and you can see how it did go through a little bit on the back of my fabric, but since I had that ink mat in there, it did not go through to the back side. It stopped with the ink mat. I'll put put this under, and I'm not sure if you really need to put that under or not, but I'm just gonna go ahead and heat press this for another 30 seconds. So both sides about 30 seconds. Move it around so it doesn't scorch anything. Actually, I think this is done. I'm going to go ahead and stop it. Take out your mat, and it is a little warm. But here is my adorable bunny shirt. Let's see which side. There. Which side looks better? There we go. My bunny shirt. I love it. Do you love it? Give it a heart. Share this video. Follow my page. Let everyone know that you can make permanent designs on a shirt in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Type in the word club in the comments if you want to know anything about the club. It's amazing. If you want to join the Perks program first, it'll save you 30% off on your club subscription each month. So Perks is $20 a month, and it allows you to buy things at a 30% discount, but it also gives you $20 a month product credit, which has to be used within 30 days every month. So it's a great deal. And this month, since it's a year anniversary of our Perks program, if you purchase a Perks subscription in March, you will pay $20, get $20 in product credit, and then you won't have to pay for your April Perks program. You would still get the $20 product credit for April, but it would be without paying that subscription fee for that 1 month. So it's a free month, basically. But you're going to benefit by $20 still because you get that product credit. So Perks first, get your 30% off, then sign up for Club, and you'll be all set. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share. See you guys again soon. Bye.